Welcome back to my alphabet series, and in this video we're going to go over lowercase c. And I like to start my videos with an inspirational quote, and the one today is from Jon Sinclair. He says, "Failure is a bruise, not a tattoo." So even if you've tried lettering and you feel like you failed, it's not permanent. It's a bruise, not a tattoo. Keep trying, keep going, because believe me, if I can learn it, I really believe anyone can learn it. So in today's video, I'm going to be using the Tombow Funusuki hard brush pen, and it's the color pink. They recently came out with colors for their pens, and I love that. And so we're going to use the color pink. And this is my brush strokes workbook, and it breaks down each letter into strokes. The C just has one stroke, and so it's just a partial oval that you don't close it. You could add an entrance stroke to it, but I don't add the entrance strokes to the letters in my workbook, just simply because many times the entrance strokes become the exit strokes of the letter previous to it. And I explain all of that in the connecting letters section of the workbook. So we're just coming up, we're starting here at the top of the C, transitioning down to the thicker part and coming around. And the thing is, you can always go back in and kind of straighten up the transition if it's not exactly the way you want it when you first do it. That's totally acceptable. And you know, it just takes time and practice. I always say consistent practice is better than sporadic practice. So it's better just to practice a few minutes a day, every day, or 3 times a week, or if you can do every day, that's a really great way to get better. I know when I was first lettering, I just enjoyed it so much. It can be very meditative, and so I just kept practicing every day and just really enjoyed the process. But if you just even practice a few minutes every day, it'll make a huge difference. So then the second step is to trace the entire letter. Well, there's not any separate strokes for this one, so we're just going to continue to do the same thing. We're just going to get some more practice. And you want to go slow. So you want to really slow down and make sure that you're taking your time, that you're going slow. And if you think you're already going slow, just try going even half that speed. Relax your shoulders, keep breathing, and just have fun. Don't worry about getting it perfect right now. Allow yourself to be a beginner and just have fun creating each letter and just this meditative process. So the third step is then to do your own. And this is where you take off the training wheels and you come and you start doing it on your own. And you can see a little bit better where you might be making some mistakes. Like there, I didn't transition well enough, so I can just go back and fill that in. That's okay. And you're just going to be practicing. It's not going to be, every one of them is not going to look exactly the same because it's not supposed to. It's handwritten. Everything's going to be a little bit different, but as you practice, you will get more consistent. And so that's a really fun part of seeing your progress. And I still need to practice. If I don't practice on a consistent basis, I can still feel rusty. So then I just come back to my basic strokes. If you haven't watched my basic strokes video, go ahead and do that. And then I like to write out the lowercase alphabet a lot for practice too. That's a great way to warm up. So it is a challenge. We're gonna go ahead and write out that word. It begins with a C. Learning brush lettering is a challenge, but it's fun. It's a fun challenge, and once you learn the basics and you really start learning your letters, then that's when you can really start to put together the words and create beautiful things. But give yourself some time. Don't feel like you have to do it right now. And if you want to create a beautiful outcome right away, that's where faux calligraphy comes in. And I have a free class on faux calligraphy you can take on my website at yourcreativeadventure.com/free. And so here I could put some different entrance strokes. I can come up like that. If I wanted to curl this one around a little bit, I could. You know, there's so many different little things I can add with the flourishes after the fact, or even like, you know, I could write it again and make this G really come around. But I have a whole module on flourishing, which is a lot of fun. It's the final step of my lettering ladder system, which I teach you in this workbook. But I just encourage you, just get out a piece of paper, get your pen out, and just start practicing a few minutes every day. Follow along with my series and see where it takes you. If you'd like to purchase this workbook, you can find it at yourcreativeadventure.com/workbook. Again, my name is Shelly Hitz, and I'll see you in the next video.